Alright, so this is what I wanted to show you for this video. Yesterday, I worked in here. Let me put up some pictures of the process. So all I did yesterday was get rid of this little bit of carpet, just enough to move this massive piece of furniture in here. And I'm so pleased with it. It is so pretty. I love it so much, and I'm using it as my decoration storage right now. I was able to fit all of my decor in this cabinet. Crazy, because I have a lot of decor, or at least I think I do. All of my decor fit in here except for the lamps that aren't being used yet, so my little night lights that aren't being used yet. A couple of things over here, but I'm saving those for crafty projects, and then my foliage. I know it's a huge mess in here. It's a really, really big mess right now, but I was able to empty a ton of boxes in these 3 bins. Like, there's a lot of stuff. I think there are 7 boxes that I emptied yesterday for this cabinet for decor, and I haven't even decorated this room. I haven't decorated the bathroom. I haven't decorated my bedroom, so I'm probably going to be able to empty out most of the decor from here and then be able to store that in the living room closet. I think I want my decorations in the living room closet. And then once I get all of that done, I can store my craft supplies and sewing supplies in here. So I want to show you, just for funsies, for a little quick video, I want to show you what is all in here and give you a little tour of all my decorations. So up at the top, that's not plugged in yet. I don't have any nightlight bulbs. I ran out. These are some vintage quilts from my great-grandmother on my mom's side. And here I have a bunch of safety pins. I've got some thimbles and all my thread up there. A little measuring tape, just some cute little decor in the spots that you can see. The storage is mostly inside. But I do have some functional things as well. So this top shelf, I have the thread that's on the wood spools because I think the wood spools are pretty, like more pretty and decorative. I'll give you a little pan through and then I'm gonna open it up. That is pins, so extra pins, and my vintage little tomato. And the bottom shelf down here, I kind of kept the thing that I did in my white bookcase at my old house and just transferred it into this middle door. So I got this for $100 on Marketplace, and it is just so beautiful. I'm just in love with it. It's massive, and I had to have the guys that are working on my shower, they helped me put it in here. It wouldn't stand up sideways, so we had to lay it on its front, and then, well, not we, they had to lay it on its front and then push it up. But I just love the detail. It's so pretty. And these right here. And then down there, it just looks so fantastical. I love it. So here's the top shelf. Of course, I've got my little golden book collection. These are all of the ones that are about farm animals or like hymns and biblical stories. And then I have Thumbelina and just some Disney books as well. My Paradise Falls jar is back there. I also am keeping my money in here. There's all my masterpiece collection. Yay, with just some little bits and bobs. Very cute. And then down here is my classics collection with a couple masterpieces. And then my little Cinderella right here. I need to get one of my pumpkins for my fall stuff to pop right there. Scissor sharpener. Just some vintage sewing stuff popped in, which I really like. And then down here, some teacups, and then my little Snow White vignette right there. Really simple with my sugared fruit. That's my favorite kind of sugared fruit I have. The rest of them are in my living room, I believe. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep it this exact same way, but for right now, that's what she looks like. And it only came with a couple of keys, and one of the keys is a little bit broken, so it doesn't completely work. But I'm not locking the doors. I'm just pushing them shut. And here is some decor as well as some VHSs. And then I've got all of my little knick-knack decor in here. So just knick-knacks. And then down here are more tall things. And then I got my candles at the bottom. All of my waxes, my candles, like my duster candles and my lighty candles. On this side, it's says storage low, so I might have to stop and delete something in a second. On this side, this is a fun side. Oof, but this door is really stubborn. Hold on. There we go. On this side, I have my books. My saxophone playing fairy lost the saxophone. I do not know where this is, and it really distresses me, and I really hope I find it soon, because that is one of the most special things that I have, and in the move, her saxophone got lost, and I really hope I can find it. And here I have all my other sewing feet for my sewing machine, just books, and those are my CD. That's a collection of CDs. These 3 books are from my sweet friend that I knew in college. He got them for me for my birthday. It's Heidi, Anne of Green Gables, and The Secret Garden. And down here I have dishes, just different dishes, and I keep my extra bills in here in my wishing well. And then down here I have more books. Those are a lot of music books right there, and some more music books, as well as the start of some glass things, my glass bottles and a couple of glass things. And down here I have the rest of my glass and crystal. So I don't really have a lot left over from what I decorated my house with. Just the things that are in this cabinet, which is really cool. Really nice to not have a whole bunch of clutter. And then at the bottom, this is where I am keeping my, all of my fabrics. So my doilies, the fabrics I like to just lay around and layer with in decorating, and then my paper things. So this is the pennant banner. It's going to go up in this room. These cards. I have my little scripture verses down here. So that's what's in there. Very sweet, very precious. And this is a really short video, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update as to what the craft room is looking like and what my vision for it is. So this side of the room, I don't know if I'm going to do this today because I really want a day to just rest and not work on things. And I was working on this all day yesterday. Sorry for moving the camera around too fast. So I think I might not really mess with a lot of this today. I might piddle around, get rid of some things, consolidate all of my belongings into maybe less boxes, because that box only has like 1 thing in it, so I can get rid of that. So yeah, that's my plan for today after recording a couple more videos. And I think I do want to keep the curtains in here sheer just to make the sunlight just really bright and happy. I do have glittery curtains that I stupidly cut. Like I cut the bottoms off to match the length of the windows in the old house, in the shop house, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done that because they were so pretty, and now they're all frayed at the bottom, but I might use those, but I'm not sure. We'll see, but that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one if you watch the next one. Bye!